I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding. Ready, breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
It's really bad when you got to silence the crowd around us because we're going to do something stupid that we shouldn't be doing in the first place.
Not my idea.
So story time. All right. So
Story time.
my wife really likes the Asian markets.
I do too. I love going in there. It makes me feel like I'm back in Japan.
Right. And she likes it. Well, so there's one in Raleigh. It's
There it
on the
is.
downside of downtown, or actually the lower south side of Raleigh, the A&C supermarket.
Yeah, the other side of 70.
Yep. Mhm. And that's the one that she favorites because it has pretty much everything.
Well, there's
that she
another one in
wants.
Raleigh too.
Yes, but she likes this
Over
one
towards
specifically.
Cary.
It has its own like little shop on the inside, and they make the rice bean.
Yeah, the other one, the one in Raleigh, and the one in Cary does, or out near Cary does too.
Yeah, the one in Cary does too.
Same thing.
Anyway, so we went shopping, and my wife thought it was an amazing idea to get snacks that have durian fruit in them. Now, I will tell you
Poop
that
fruit.
2 out of my 4 children like this.
They don't just like it.
Like, they've eaten half the pack of
There's
crackers.
not much left.
I
to
want
a
to point
pack.
out, okay, so it's 1 sandwich per package, and each package is individually wrapped,
Yeah.
and that is also inside of a container, and that container is inside of a Ziploc bag currently. It is far enough away to where we can't smell it, we can see it, but half of it's
Oh yeah,
gone.
no, it's eyeballing me.
Half of it's gone. All right?
Okay.
And so these are durian fruit crackers is what this is. Durian fruit crackers. And we got it, and the immediate thought was we have to try it on the show.
Yeah, you know what we should have done, and this is last minute hindsight 2020. We should have.
So because we're professionals.
I know, absolutely. We should have got a hold of Carrie.
Oh,
and
I
made
was
her
I
get it.
thought about it, but then I didn't want to
And
force.
then-
I don't want to force
no.
it. No,
Oh
I
no,
don't-
I would.
Oh no, I don't want to force this on. Like she'd smell the bag and pass out.
But yeah, no, it still should.
It'd
do
be
it.
amazing.
Be
Like
fantastic.
we'd have to tell her not to open it at all
Until-
until the show.
Until.
But are we really going to be that mean to her?
Yeah, well, we did have her have Vegemite
Whatever. Vegemite's not bad.
and Spam.
That's also not
To
bad.
her, it was
Okay, Vegemite is kind of terrible. But it's not this.
kind of terrible.
It's not this.
It's like axle grease.
Look,
It's-
okay. Look.
Look.
All right. They opened up the bag, like the original packaging the other day. I swear to you, I thought there was a gas leak.
I did notice.
Like an actual gas leak.
I noticed you repainted your kitchen.
Yeah.
It peeled the paint off the wall.
It did.
It's really bad.
It really did. I'm expecting the stuff to just start melting from the smell here in a minute. Now, we do have coffee. You have coffee.
I
I've
have
got
coffee.
I have found out from my wife that if you eat too much of this, you will eventually get the burps, and that is not good.
Oh, good.
It's not good as in
How
like
the hell did I get wrapped into this
you're welcome.
crap?
So I'm just gonna
And what's bad is
Oh
like
no, here's the best part. Here's the best part. Your girlfriend said that she would have some. We have it in text.
no, it's fine. No, what's bad is the moment you sent me a picture, I've learned a long time ago just like
Nope. Just nope.
okay,
Just
all
not
right.
happening.
I mean, it's like all right.
Not happening. here.
Whatever.
All right. So,
I'm so not looking forward to this.
it's actually 2 crackers in a pack. So actually, that's perfect. That's.
I'm
perfect.
not eating a whole. fucking
No,
cracker.
we're not. No, we're not. We're not.
Hurry up and seal that
Close
back
the
up.
shit back up. I can't.
Oh dear God.
This is not a reaction yet.
I'm just like, there's certain things on this earth that you look at. Hold on, don't open it yet. Hold on, give me a minute. Damn, there's certain foods that God put on this planet that you realize that He probably really didn't want you to eat it.
Yeah.
I'm going to, God bless him. God. It did no.
If you're not watching tonight, then you're gonna miss half the show.
Like I don't feel like throwing up over it, but wow.
See, you told me you had vertigo earlier, and I did say maybe we shouldn't.
No, it's vertigo. It's not nausea. It's vertigo. It's a different thing.
Well, it's probably gonna change to nausea here really quick.
I'm not driving home. Apparently, you might want to have Jameson ready because I may need something to. Compensate for this.
I don't have Jameson, but I can give you something else. I mean, we got the vodkas and we've got other stuff.
No, it's fine.
All right,
it's fine.
Nope.
Son of a
doing it,
bitch.
Actually, I'm not only that much.
It smells like the inside of a boot.
It smells worse than that, buddy.
No, from where I'm at right now, it smells like the inside of a boot.
Yeah, you said you would. No, you can just take a bite. Just take a bite. Break you off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Wow.
Woo!
Can you imagine if you pass gas and it smelled like that? Because that's what it smells like. I feel like
the answer is yes.
I feel like I should.
Me personally, but
I feel like I should be blaming one of the kids for the smell right now.
Grab it.
Yeah, enjoy.
There. Oh, jeez. Like, doesn't it literally smell like the stuff that you put in the natural gas?
Yeah, almost.
It's like right there, right?
Oh God, I got some on my finger. I'm not licking it off.
I'm laughing now because I'm just very not happy.
Oh, you gotta laugh through the pain.
This is a laughing pain.
Oh my God, it gets worse.
We haven't even eaten
it comes in waves. The smell comes in waves.
And so does the taste.
Because it started off, it started off like smelling like the inside of a sneaker.
You keep waving. No, your girlfriend keeps waving her hand and she's got the cracker in it.
You're just wafting the smell in front of your nose. It's not helping anything.
And she has nothing to drink after this.
I'll be nice. Do you want that over there to help wash it down? Like, I have no roots. Like here, put that over there in case you need it to wash it down.
It's there.
There are chemicals that people that are used in like aircraft, the space station, the heat
don't
shield.
Smell this bad.
Yeah, the chemicals that that's what it smells like. I
told you.
Oh dear
Straight
Lord!
Up natural gas, and that's what I know. Natural gas doesn't actually smell like it, but it's
this
the
additive that they put in there. It's got.
That's what this is. This is a concentrated version of that.
It's something.
So people describe this smell as
nauseating.
No. Fermented onions and garlic.
No, I'd rather smell fermented onions and garlic.
Like combined? Like,
no.
I'm talking about old rotten.
No.
Like onion garlic smell.
I think that still smells better.
Like the strongest onion garlic smell you could think of.
Like at this point, I think I'd rather smell your cat's litter box. And that says a lot.
Well, we had this over there. It didn't mask the smell.
Damn. Again, who the hell was the first person to go, when you get passed out of litter, it's not that bad.
That one that smells really bad, it tastes really good.
How hungry do you have to be?
Apparently really hungry. Or stupid.
Son of a bitch.
You're welcome, buddy. Hey, you want to cheers it up? You want to cheers it? You got cheers
fine.
it? Here, cheers. Cheers. 3, 2,
shit.
And a 1, and a ow. Okay. All right, that's different.
Mm-hmm. No. The taste of this.
The taste is different than the smell.
Yeah, very much so. The taste of this tasted like very sweet garlic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally the taste of garlic, and you throw some sugar on top of it. Like that combo.
See, my wife described it as like mango and garlic combined,
No.
like sweet mangoes and garlic.
I mean, I can give you the sweet, but not the mango. Like there's a sweet to it, but it tastes like garlic. It's got this real pungent. Woo! God Almighty.
I need something stronger than coffee.
Ugh.
So it almost got me. It almost got me.
Did it really?
It almost got me because I learned after a second or two to breathe out of my nose while I'm eating it because I was keeping all the air in. And so every time I crunched, a little bit of air. And so all it was just a putrid refresh.
You just kept breathing it?
Like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
It almost happened.
Now, the key is you inhale or you...
I was holding my breath.
No. You inhale the whole time, and as you're chewing, you breathe it out.
That's what
pushes it out.
That's what I remembered.
Yeah.
I remembered right after that first initial.
Yeah, you don't breathe through your nose. It's always out the nose. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, the taste of it was not that bad. The smell,
it's still there.
like
It's still there.
I've been to third world countries. I have been places and seen things that humanity should never have to experience. None of it compares to what that smells like. And again, I'm trying to figure out who was the jackass who went, you know what? Let me try this.
Somebody.
Waste not, want not.
That's right. I'm just going to throw it in here.
That's
I just got to get the smell out of here.
No, I'm good. Actually, I'm good. Like I said, the smell was the worst part of it. The taste was not now, don't get me wrong. I'm never going to eat it again.
Nope, never.
But it wasn't as bad as the smell. Because you
you
get let
say that.
in.
We got some candied versions of it. Do you
You
want
go to
that?
hell. You go to hell and you die. And
You know what? The funny thing is,
That's what I think hell smells like. Just so we're clear, if you ever want to forget the whole sulfur brimstone shit, it smells like durian fruit. So he's like, haha, joke's on you.
Fire brimstone. Anybody can handle that.
Yeah, you smell that on Earth all the time. Well,
Nope, it's still there. It's like at the back of my throat.
yeah, I must have eaten some really bad stuff in my day because it's like again. The smell was what kills it, and like burping it a little bit, I can kind of taste the smell.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad still. But
So for those who are just tuning in, we just tried durian fruit crackers.
yeah,
It's like cheese crackers, but with durian fruit instead.
so it's like cheese crackers, but with poo in the middle.
But with nasty poo.
Except for I think I would have rather had the poo.
At this point,
At this point, the smell would have been less, and at least the texture would have helped blend in with the cracker
it
more.
would have melded better. Ever wanted a poo sandwich? We just had one.
It's not, like I said, the flavor itself was not horrible, but I mean,
The taste is
the taste-
fine.
the taste
it's like a sweet cream, but
I'm going to tell you now, this is the best cracker, the best type of food to have if you've ever had COVID.
oh yeah,
Carrie would love it because she
She'd have
can't
been
smell
fine.
or taste a damn thing. She'd be like,
she'd have been all right.
oh, this is all right. I can do this.
How's that problem?
Uh-huh.
If she was still on COVID's. Yeah.
Oh, no, remember, she's still suffering from the after effects.
The after effects are still kind of
She
there.
still can't taste very well. So, yeah. So, yay, durian fruit. Like, you look at it, is the nasty. It doesn't even look appealing. The hide of it is 6 inches thick.
And it's spiky.
Yeah, and they have to beat it to death in order to get into the sucker. And like coconuts are much easier to get into.
I mean, you can use a machete to get into it.
But my point is how starving do you have to be to go, you see that prickly rock over there? Let's go eat it.
Yep.
And then you crack into it and it smells like death and you go, well, let's either eat this or I die.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I'm just...
Oh, Kevin Hutchins over on the Twitter. Silly sense by Febreze. Try our new scent, your cat's litter box.
Yeah.
I would take that right now.
At this point, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not... oof.
Oh, it's so bad.
Again, the flavor isn't bad. The burping is a little bit...
Yeah, because you know you're gonna have one or two of them, and you probably already have.
I have.
And it just comes and it comes right up through your nose, and you're like, oh.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to let rip on the mic. That
It's stuck in the foam, and you can't get it out forever, and you constantly smell it every time you get in. Let's just put it this way. It took.
The mint helps a little bit on this. No, you know what's bad is I've still got some of it stuck like in
your
teeth.
Yeah.
And like a moron, I go back to clean my teeth and it's like, oh, that's fine. Ah. It's, you know what though? I'm gonna say this. It's not as bad as Vegemite. Like I almost couldn't get Vegemite down. Like I was okay with that.
Yeah, you can handle that.
No, I can handle that.
But maybe
Vegemite,
I think it was the cracker that made it easier to handle.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because the cracker was actually pretty nice.
The cracker did help a little bit. I think if it was straight out the jar.
The buttered cracker was nice.
Maybe. I don't know. Can you imagine 2-finger in a bowl full of that? Oh.
First off.
What are you eating? Pureed durian fruit.
First off, never say 2-fingering again. We're not going there. No, never 2-fingered the durians. Nope.
Oh no! But I'm just saying. I can you imagine that in a bottle somewhere with a lid, and you pop the top, and look, I got some durian fruit.
My house is gonna smell like this for the rest of the night.
Uh huh.
No, just for the rest of the night. It happened the last time. It took 4 hours for the smell to dissipate.
You know, all you need is like 2 or 3 of those bags open and just leave them for a day.
Oh.
You won't have to worry about bugs in your house anymore.
I think they'll all gather there.
The ants will be like, I'm out.
I don't know what this is, but it's not right.
Screw this crap.
No.
Oh, well, that was done.
That's 20 minutes gone.
Yeah. Is it bad that I really want to take one of those home to the boys now?
No, go ahead. You can take the pack. Oh, you take the candies.
No.
Yes.
I can't be mean.
Yes, take the candies.
No, that would be me.
Traumatic?
Like just a dad. You'll never touch another piece of candy ever again.
Especially if it's yellow.
Oh, that's a fantastic. Eat the candy. I want to eat the candy.
You'll eat the bad candy.
If I have to tell you to stop, forget the spankings no more. Capital punishment will now be eating durian fruit candy.
Oh.
No, Daddy, I'll be good. I'll never do it again. What did I say? Go get the bag. No, Daddy, I don't want to. If I say it again, you're going to eat 2 pieces.
No! See, the problem is I have 2 children that will eat it.
Well, then you just continue to spank them too.
That actually, they like this a lot. Like, they like they don't care about the smell because whatever. Apparently, they can't smell anything. But they love the taste of this crap. And I'm like, oh, God.
No. I thought JP5 jet fuel was bad.
Nope. Not today.
No.
Nope.
No, this is...
I think at the break here, we might have to get a shot real quick.
It might. I mean,
just to kind of flush out the system here. Because something. Well, I've also got the smell is still around.
The best part is everybody that's listening so far, and especially who's going back through the.
Like they just showed up or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying everybody's going back at some point to listen to at least the first 20 minutes of the podcast for sure.
Yeah.
And they are going to be isolating a lot of audio.
Oh yeah.
A lot of audio.
Yeah, especially the.
Yep. Yeah, Bajovian Stealth Jackal on Twitter's already got a list.
Oh, good.
Because you can wash it out and smell is just in there. Can you imagine 2-fingering a bowl of that?
Yeah.
Can't breathe. My house is going to smell like this for the rest of the night. Things like that.
Yep. All works.
They're all you're
gold.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
That's gold.
It's just
somebody Mojo's telling everybody to pick it up on tin can. Perfect.
Now I have a funny feeling it's going to be.
This is going to make it.
Hopefully he'll change out the commercial now from the little
to this.
Yeah, from the talk of the lone whisker hair to this. That would be good. He needs a new commercial anyway.
Oh, it's not good.
There's almost no point. We got like 5 minutes. There's no point
there's no point in any of this. But we can't do this. We can do this one. Do you want to knock out this one real quick?
I don't.
You don't even know what's going on with this one, do you?
No, I do. I've heard something about it, and it was because I seen
Okay.
Keith tweeted something last night about it.
So the gay rapper Lil Nas X decided that he was going to.
Now, hold on. Just for clarity's sake, are you sure you're saying his name right?
Lil Nas X?
Yeah. Is it? You sure it's Nas X, or is it something like Crossroads or
it's
Lil Nas Crossroads. Or
It's Lil Nas X's. He's a rapper.
Who's X's?
He's X.
Lil Nas's X's?
Yeah.
So it'd be Lil Nas's X's X's?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just...
Well, he's a rapper, obviously. And he's a homo... And he is a homo type sexuals.
No, hold on. Tupac was a rapper.
Okay.
Biggie Smalls was a rapper. They
This
actually
guy's a
told
trapper.
stories. They did all kinds of stuff.
This guy's a trapper.
That's better. Thank
He's
you.
a trapper. So he's a trap rap artist.
Okay.
And so he's a trapper.
Okay.
And, he has no license for it. He's also gay.
Good for him.
And he came out with a whole new song and shoes to go with it.
Yeah,
Because you're not going to make a new song without making sure you have some shoes to go with it.
some merch to go along with
you
it
gotta
to
go
help
with the merch.
push it. Yeah.
Right. Well, the song, or at least the music video of the song, he has, he's in like the Garden of Eden, and then he decidedly starts making out with a half snake, half man guy.
Oh, good for him.
And then, like, they start traveling up to heaven, and suddenly the snake man thing turns into a giant pole, and he slides down the pole all the way to hell
Well,
and gives a lap dance to Satan.
I was gonna say if that sliding down the pole thing is not a
Yep, he slides all the way down the pole.
that's not a euphemism.
Does a nice little dirty dance or whatever, and then gives a lap dance to Satan.
Okay.
So he brought out a brand new pair of sneakers. And by brand new, I mean he bought up every 1997 version of the Nike Air that he could find.
Here we go.
Specifically, 666 of them.
Well, I'm
He then-
beginning to sense a pattern.
He then took that Nike Air 1997 and he filled the air pocket with food dye and a drop of blood.
Whose blood?
It doesn't matter.
No, it kind of does.
I don't know whose.
Because
He filled it. That's all I know.
Uh-huh.
He filled it. And then
Yeah, he did.
and then he wrote whatever, like Satan on the side. And then at the very front, he wrote the Luke, what is it, 1018? Is that what it is? Luke, 97. Yeah, Nike Air Max 1997s. And it still had the swoosh logo on it.
Yeah.
So basically, he only sold 666 pairs. All of them sold out within minutes.
Okay.
The swoosh logo was still there.
The sticker price was $1,018.
Sticker
Get the
price
hell out of
was
here.
$1,018. The whole deal about it, and he named it the Satan shoe.
Okay. Why?
It was a release because they had released the Jesus shoe before. This is now the Satan shoe, and this is based upon his song Montero, which is actually his name.
Okay.
He made a song about his actual name.
Wow. Way to be original.
Yeah.
Thinking outside the box.
He was like, "Hey, my name is Montero. I'm just gonna put that out there as a song now." Anyway.
Okay.
So he did all that, and Nike said, F no.
You can't
Slap you with a lawsuit.
You can't sell anything with a swish on it.
Yeah, Nike filed a trademark infringement lawsuit.
Good.
Filed it against the MSCHF, the shoe designer behind Lil Nas X's now infamous Satan sneaker.
I'm still hung up on the whole. There's actually allegedly an actual drop of blood inside the shoe.
There is a drop of blood.
Okay, so if there's an actual drop of blood in the shoe,
Probably his.
it doesn't matter. There's a drop of blood in the shoe.
Yes, there is.
And
the
people are
rest of it's-
buying those with no issues.
Yep.
However, I can't walk into an effing Walmart without wearing a mask.
Right.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
They need to take him I was going to say they need to take his ass for all it's worth, but he might like that, being gay and all.
Yes, he would. He would take that pounding.
Yeah, they need to take everything they got from him and then some.
Yeah.
Because this is garbage, man.
Basically.
Who would want that kind of a shoe anyway?
Apparently, people that follow Lil Nas X.
Yay, more human people worship. That's good.
That's good.
That's
All right.
fantastic.
We'll be right back.
Wow. Yeah, no, you're fine. The video's not on. Hey, how about this? Malart flavored durian fruit. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Can you imagine how the bathroom would smell the next morning? Yeah. Because you'd have the liquor squirts. Your stomach be all upset. That bathroom would literally cave in on itself. Seals would rupture around the bottom of the bowl. Yeah. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Okay. Fine. It didn't do anything, I can still taste it. God, that really actually that made the taste in my mouth worse. Yeah. I may need more.
She's going around, but there's a shot of vodka in there for you. Oh. I'm just dying in your arms tonight.
I just died at your chair tonight because I'm eating this crappy ass food.
You just died in your ass tonight. It must have been something you ate.
I'm gonna tell you now, like I of all the questions, I've realized that I'm gonna need to. When you die and you go to heaven, everybody's got that thing they want to ask God. I'm gonna ask,
why durian fruit?
What the hell is up with durian fruit for real?
Uh-huh. Like, really? I mean, no, I've got nothing else. Durian fruit?
The shoe spot.
This is Defenders Live.
Majovian Stealth Jackhole over on Twitter, # arm yourselves. Dude, brush your teeth at Dylan Laws. I can't. I'm not at home.
We don't have the time.
It lingers. And we had a shot of vodka on the break.
Yeah.
It didn't help.
It helped me.
No, for me, it actually made it worse.
What?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, see, it actually helped me because it washed everything out, and now I can drink my coffee, and it cleans the palate.
No,
it's nice.
I mean, I'm going to try for coffee again here in a minute. But
yeah, just like get a sip of coffee after that and a palate cleanser. It's all good. Southern Ohio Jackal, are these shoes sponsored by Crawley?
Yes. That's I love that show.
It's very good.
I like it. I wish there was more to it than just that one, but
That's fine. It's
oh,
fine.
well.
Oh, now we have to get to all the stuffs and things.
Now
and
that the serious stuff is out of the way. See? Okay, hold on real fast. Going back to the shoes. Nice. Kevin Hutchins over Twitter. Now, granted, it's
not nice.
It's been he's got it removed. It's been deleted. Oh, no, there it is. There we go. Kevin Hutchins over on Twitter. We're not sure how you contracted AIDS, sir. Have you been in contact with any Trapper rappers or Nike tennis shoes?
The answer is yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like that you can't tell me that,
it's probably his blood.
If you don't, it doesn't matter. Like, how do you know?
How do you know he's clean? Nobody's going to know.
Right?
Nobody's going to know.
Nobody's going to know.
Nobody's going to know.
But that's okay. But I'm going to get looked at funny, or I'm going to have somebody say something to me because I'm walking into a Walmart or a restaurant or whatever without a mask on.
Right.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did a minute ago. It's going to be the rest of the night, too.
Oh, God. Oh, God. The first time I burped, it wasn't so bad. That was bad. Wow.
I don't know if we can get through the rest of the show like this.
I don't know if I can either.
All right.
Oh, no.
Sweating Miss Prime over on the
Oh
Twitters.
no, this
At
is gonna
Dylan
be a
Lyles.
long night.
At Dylan Lyles asked God about durian fruit. God just laughs and laughs.
I'm gonna add that to the list and be like, I never said anything about eating that crap. That's all
Yeah,
on
that's
you
on
guys.
you guys. That's called freedom.
Yeah, that's exactly. I gave you free will, and that's what you did with it. Congratulations.
First you drank the fruit of the tree, you ate the fruit of the tree of knowledge. Now you got this.
Ugh,
It's your own fault about
that's
that.
just
Oh,
seriously. Like I can't.
that burp was bad.
Son of a motherless puss bucket. That was rough. Oh my god.
Oh, the Sesame Workshop, creators of Sesame Street, is introducing two. Get it, two.
Not one, but two. One.
Two.
Two.
Muppet characters in order to teach children about racial literacy.
Because that's what I need Sesame Street to do. Is teach my kids that they were doing fine actually. The fact that they were able to run so long and do as long as they have was because
Without the rest of that crap?
they were teaching my kids racial different. Do you notice that each one of the puppets all had different colors?
They're all different colors.
Every one of them.
And they all have different personalities.
They are all completely different. They were different sizes,
And
shapes,
you had
and
everybody,
personalities.
you had every regular person that was of different colors and everything else.
Yes, you had different humans.
They were
alongside 'em.
fine.
And all they did was teach you how to read and how to count.
Right. As a community.
Letters and numbers. That's all you need. That's why they survived for 50, whatever
And then about
years.
20 years ago.
And 20 years ago, they suddenly went woke. Which I have to go back and look to find out the exacts, but I think it's kind of funny because it's quite convenient, probably around the exact same time that they went public. And they decided to go to like...
Oh, yeah. Instead of PBS,
they went to
like
HBO or whatever it was.
for a while,
Yeah, once they changed and got off of PBS, they no longer cared about being with kids. It all became about the social side of things.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. The move is part of the Sesame Workshop's Coming Together initiative,
Shut up.
which is an
Stop.
organization's ongoing commitment to racial justice.
Why? Why is it so important? Again, the puppets are all different colors.
Literally.
There's only two offhand, and then I know they've added more. No, excuse me, three.
Yep.
There are, I guess one of them might have been a little bit of an off blue. Point is, there are only two that are the same color.
Uh-huh.
Grover and Cookie Monster. Same color blue.
Yeah, right.
And technically, and I have to see it in like real life, but what was that, Harry Monster? You remember him?
That was a long time ago, but yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Like,
the
I
really, really shaggy one.
Yeah,
Looks like
yeah.
looked like a.
Like he was blue too, but I can't remember if he was a lighter blue or not. Point is, you had red, you had pink, you had blue, you had light blue, you had sienna, you had mauve, you had yellow, you had brown, you had the entire rainbow spectrum was represented in these puppets. And each one of them had different sounds and different the personalities, everything was different. There was your racial literacy. That we're all different, but we all learn the same. We're all the same type of people. We all have feelings. We all have to be treated a certain way. It was all there.
Yep.
And to sit there and specifically make black puppets, you've just completely shot yourself in the foot. It's over. Like
Yep, it's done.
I can't.
It's done.
Your credibility, as far as I'm concerned, is done. The only Muppets I'm going to watch now is the ones that's on Disney Plus.
Oh, the old ones.
Yeah, the
Like
Muppet Show.
Yeah, the original ones.
Yeah, that's it.
A press release from the organization states that a black Muppet father and son, Elijah and Wesley Walker. You know, there was a time on Sesame Street when they wanted a black family.
There was a time.
When they wanted a black family to come into the show, they just get a black family.
Yeah. Here's my question. Why is it a father and son? Isn't that very masculine?
No. What they're trying to do is they're trying to talk about how
I know
every
it is.
son needs a father.
Well, they do. And especially in the black community. However, I don't think it is it's Sesame Street's responsibility.
That's right.
Call me crazy.
Yep. And they're joining the show in order to combat racism and, according to the Daily Wire, advance radical justice.
That's racial justice.
It's radical.
There's no D.
It's radical.
It is radical, but radical racial justice. How about that?
It was fine.
There we go.
I think we'll do that. The two new puppets, according to the release, will teach kids about the ABCs of racial literacy. According to the Sesame Street Workshop, blah, 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 blah. In a statement below, they said,
At Sesame Street, we look at every issue through the lens of a child.
False.
Children are not colorblind. Not only do they first notice differences in the race in infancy, but they also
False.
start forming their own sense of identity at a very young age.
False.
The ABCs of racial literacy is designed to foster open, age-appropriate conversations among families and support them in building racial literacy.
I don't need Sesame Street's help in telling my kid and teaching my kid to treat other kids how they want to be treated.
By encouraging these much-needed conversations through the coming together,
Oh, shut up.
we can help children build a positive sense of identity and value the identities of others.
I feel like I need to throw up, but I can't tell if it's from this statement or if it's from the durian fruit earlier. I really can't tell.
It's very, very difficult.
It's a 50-50 toss at this point.
And if you do start to, it's going to be from the durian at that point.
No, I don't know.
It's like the initial happens because of this, but that causes the durian
The
to
statement
react.
is the trigger, and the rest is all durian fruit.
Cool.
I don't need these shows are supposed to teach kids. They're supposed to be stepping stones for the younger age to be able to be prepared to go into school. It's like arguably, as dumb as it sounds, it's preschool. That's what this is. It's supposed to set kids up so they have a little bit of a head start when they get into preschool or they get ready to go into kindergarten or whatever, that they kind of have
something educational and fun to watch.
Yeah, you're not just sitting them in front of crap. They're learning something.
Right. Well, now they're learning how white people are bad.
And that's my point. Like, what? I don't know. The more I see this stuff going on, the more that this stuff goes down, I'm desperately like feeling an urge to start doing things. It's kind of taking a page from like, Glenn Beck and Ben Shapiro and all this stuff, and just like start my own crap.
Might as well.
Like, I mean, like this is a perfect example. You're targeting the kids and for no good reason. No good reason whatsoever.
Nope.
There's no reason to specifically have a black puppet.
Nope.
To be, to represent the black community.
Once again, that's not important.
That's not the point of
It
what
was about
Sesame
an
Street
entire
was.
community coming together to teach and learn together as one.
Mm-hmm.
It had nothing to do with race.
Yeah, I'm at a point where I'm half tempted to just start my own pre-kindergarten, preschool, whatever type kids show. And literally just, here's the ABCs, here's the alpha, or, the numbers.
It'd be the most dry.
No, I mean, it would be entertaining, but like at the same time, like do something and have zero, there's nothing social in it whatsoever. Mm-hmm. You come to watch the show, guess what you're going to watch? You're going to learn about the ABCs and 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Nothing else. Nothing else. I don't care how it gets done. We'll have whoever fits the parts that I need to be played will be played by that, and that is it. I'm getting so. Oh my God! I burped again. Oh my God! And what's worse is it sneaks up on you because, like, the first part
don't
of it,
expect it.
well, no, like the burp happened, and I'm like, well, okay, I'm good. Oh, there's the taste. Oh no!
It's just the burp happens, and then it leaks. It's just like it follows. It's a slow draft.
Yeah, it does. It wafts up your throat. I'm at a point now. The more this continues on, the more I'm literally terrified of the next poop I have to take. I really am.
Just leave before you do. That's all I ask. All I ask. Leave my house.
Oh, no, sir. You started this train ride. I'm going to make sure deliveries are received on time. No, I'm not. Whoa. Wow. I just.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I don't know.
Going from one avenue to another.
Well, hold on real fast.
Yeah.
Southern Joe, Ohio Jackal over Twitter. In all fairness, PBS has been crap for years. I only watch for Red Green Show. And I haven't watched PBS in a while.
Red Green Show.
I've never heard of it. I don't watch PBS at all, not since it all started going to being
what it is.
Being the politically social crap.
Yep.
Just another
to
arm
actually
of it.
being funded by the government.
Yeah. I just But no, I'm right there with Sweaters Prime over on Twitter. Durian fruit is the monument to all your sins.
That's the damn right.
It's I'm going to give you a perfect.
It's a constant callback.
So you know when Jesus died, God turned his back and poured out his wrath on him.
Yep.
And I have a feeling durian fruit is what the smell
part of it.
is what it was. That's part of the punishment.
Oh.
This is just a crime against humanity.
Yep.
Satan is laughing somewhere, going, ha ha ha, there's some jackass just took another bite of one. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, the huge manatee.
Here you could have had turnips, but no, you had durian fruit.
Good job, dumbass.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, going from one street to an avenue, the Blair House.
The
Right
Blair
across-
Witch Project?
No,
What?
the Blair House.
Yeah, the Blair Witch House.
No, yes. Actually, right now, yes. Because right across the street from the White House has been called the world's most exclusive hotel. The massive complex is 4 townhouses, and it's used as a state guest house and housing dignitaries and other guests of the president. The property contains 119 rooms, including 14 guest bedrooms and 35 bathrooms.
That's a lot of bathrooms.
That's a lot of dumps.
That's a lot of urinal cakes.
That's right. Among the other functional spaces, at 70,000 square feet, the Blair House is larger than the White House.
Wow.
The General Service Administration says on its website.
Huh.
But it's not the cup of tea for one Camel Toe Harris.
I'm sorry. She's not feeling comfortable. She's feeling cramped
Well,
in such a tight space. I mean, I don't blame her.
yeah.
You being the vice president and all, you kind of expect to be at least in some decent living quarters. I mean, who the hell lives in, comfortably in 70,000 square feet?
Well, she says that the biggest problem is that she feels like she's living out of a suitcase.
You know why she feels like she's living out of a suitcase?
Why is that?
Because she's waiting for her opportunity to be in the White House.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why she wouldn't have unpacked, is because someone said, you're going to be on your way soon. Just hang tight, pumpkin.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quote, it's a situation that has left Harris increasingly and understandably bothered, according to to several people who spoke to CNN about her situation.
Her situation. You're living in a 70,000 square feet home. 35 bathrooms, 119 rooms total.
You can literally find a bathroom around every corner.
Are you kidding me? And might I add, Mrs. Vice President, you don't have to clean the damn thing.
Right, it's not yours to clean. Somebody
Like,
else
that's
cleans
the kicker. Like, you have 70,000 square feet and you're not cleaning it.
it. So screw you.
Shut up. You
Sheesh.
entitled heifer. I'm going to stop there. I almost said a bad word.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
God, I
No. Over there on the Facebook, star anise is not what Satan smells like. Star anise is a cakewalk compared to what we just had.
don't know what that is.
Anise, licorice. It smells like black licorice.
I can't stand black licorice.
But this is the thing that smells like black licorice. It's also a flavor agent in root beer.
Oh, okay. Which is weird because
Like you like root beer.
No, I like A&W, and that's because they add vanilla to it. That's all.
Right, but you
I
like
don't like root beer beyond that.
you like vanilla
Flavored root beer, yes.
Right. But there's still like that anise flavor is still there. That licorice root is still there.
I feel we've had this conversation.
we have
before.
had
Okay.
because we were talking about the coffee,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
from American Pride Roasters, the anise coffee.
Yeah. Anus coffee.
Yeah. Uranus
Yep.
coffee.
Yep.
It's apparently it's good if you like
Yeah. I'm
anise, but that's
not
fine.
doing it. I can't.
Yeah. Star anise does not. There's no comparison. None whatsoever. Actually, I have some. I can.
No,
so you can
no, I'm
smell it.
good. I'm fine.
So I have some.
I have my own smell I'm dealing with as I burp every time. I'm good. I don't need to have a combination of the two. You realize that would be like mixing like acids and bases. You realize that. That's not good.
So you're
we're not
saying
doing
we're not
that.
going to neutralize it?
No.
We got to neutralize the poison, though.
Yeah, sure. It turns into mustard gas and we all die. No. I'm okay.
That's only what happens after it processes.
We'll wake up tomorrow without a prostate and we'll know why. What is that? That's in the toilet. It's
Dylan's prostate.
It's my prostate.
I don't know how it came out that way, but
I don't either.
it's fine.
It literally detached and walked out. I swear
Said,
that
nope.
looks like a suitcase next to it. Is that? Did he literally pack his shit and go? What the hell? No, I'm good. Thank you. Getting back to this, I can't.
She's upset because she's not cooking for herself.
What's stopping you? Hold on. No. I'm not even going to ask that. No, I'm going to ask that because we know what's stopping you is you. You're the vice president. Y'all don't cook for yourself any damn way. Shut up.
She's
Don't
saying,
sit
no,
here.
no. She says if I'm cooking,
No.
I feel like I'm in control of my life.
No, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Oh God, I burped again. No, I'm not. I do not believe
I am
for
literally
a
holding down the
second.
burps.
I can't.
I am.
can't.
I'm forcing it down.
I can't. Because that's going to be an explosion I'm not going to be a part of. No, I don't believe for a second that she has cooked since she's been in politics. I don't believe it for a second.
Maybe once.
Nope. No.
Really?
No, I do not.
Not at all.
Nope. Because of the way she's gotten through in her political career, the things that she's done, the deeds that she's been able to pull off, and you're going to turn around and tell me that she actually did anything for herself? No. Nope.
Well,
Nope. She's got a maid and she's had a maid for a very long time.
If it makes you feel any
I could be
better.
wrong, but I don't believe it for 1 second.
if it makes you feel any better,
It doesn't.
she's been spying the 9,000 square foot vice presidential mansion, staying there like weeks at a time just to kind of get a feel for it.
Why hasn't she moved in?
You already said that answer.
Oh, yeah. She's waiting for the...
She's waiting for the other president.
As soon as I unpack, I know that I'm going to be moving back into the White House, and I just don't want to have to go through all that right now.
Exactly. She's staying across the street because she knows any moment now she's going to get a call and say, okay, it's time.
Yeah. And it'll be some weird, like, covert call, too. 2 o'clock in the morning. She likes drogging. Hello? Madam Vice President, it's time. And that'll be it.
Yep.
And she'll look over. George, it's time to go. George, we got to pack our crap. We got to go.
We got to go.
There's a gentleman waiting outside. He'll take you down the road. You'll be fine.
Southern Ohio Jackal on the Twitters at Dylan Lyles would rather have gas station sushi washed down with with Flint, Michigan water than eat anything. Another thing that Stephen Airy offers tonight.
That's absolutely true.
That's very true.
That is absolutely
I would
true.
not offer anything. I actually tried to convince my wife to just have us do the candy, and she said no. That's cheating.
I can see that. I can see that.
She said it's cheating because we could spit that shit out.
No. I could have spit out the cracker too, but
I'd have been all over the screen.
Yeah, thank you. Kirk caught that. Slightly venomous Kirk over on Twitter at Dylan Lyles. Quote, the things she's been able to pull off.
Thank you.
Swinky
Well
eye.
done. Well
Winky
done.
face. Yes.
Winky face.
Thank you.
That's.
I said it, looked at Steven, and he didn't even crack a grin. So
but
I'm like,
I caught it. It's just,
I thought you might have been trying to hold down a burp.
I was.
That's what I thought. I was like, the moment's gone. I'm just, no,
Mojovian Stealth Jackal, hashtag arm yourselves. Crackle Panties is just waiting for Joe to smelt burnt toast.
I can see them all like standing inside the room at one time, and he taps her on the shoulder. You smell that?
It smells like burnt toast.
Smells. You don't smell that? I swear to God, somebody's burning toast. Who the hell's burning toast? Mr. President, you need to come with us.
That's right. Beef in the SAV. Prostate and anise talk today at Dylan Lyles. Ranked number 1 in downloads on Uranus.
See what you did there.
Well done. Well done.
See what you did there.
That's good.
Let's see. Pickle Squirrel over on Twitter. I couldn't stand Sesame Street as a kid. I preferred Bugs Bunny and the Jetsons and Flintstones, etc. I did too. But I unfortunately was homeschooled my whole life. So there was that moment of you have to have some education first.
Right. There's something you got to do.
Yeah, and so you had to do that. And now, having said that, I did for the longest time as a younger kid, and I mean up to about the age of 6 or 7. My favorite movie was What was the Sesame Street movie with the where Big Bird runs away? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't remember that?
I didn't care to watch it.
Hold on. I got it. And somebody else is going to beat me to this. I know they will.
Yeah,
'cause
they probably
everybody's
will.
awesome.
While you're doing that page over there on the Facebook, whose idea was this show? Oh my God. It was
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It was kind of a joint thing.
Yeah, it was like, you're welcome.
Let's see. Runaway Bird. Folks, excuse me, Follow That Bird. That's what was the name of it, is Follow That Bird. The reason, that was when I realized, the moment I realized I loved country music, because Waylon Jennings is in it.
Oh God.
But I'm trying to get this to pull up, and it's not pulling up.
No.
So I wanted to get, at least you could see the...
Yeah, I got the picture. I see
No,
it.
not the picture, but the people that are in it. Yeah, I had John Candy, Chevy Chase,
Oh wow. Back in
Waylon
the
Jennings.
day. Jeez.
Yeah, no, it had everybody. Star-studded. Duh.
Dude.
So that was my favorite show from, as far as Sesame
while,
Street
yeah.
went since I was a kid,
It's like,
till
it's like
7
what-
or 8.
It's like watching any of the Muppet movies.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I couldn't. Okay. And I think it was because I saw it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got tired of watching the Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yeah. Okay.
I really got
All
burnt
right.
out on
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only one I got to watch all the time. That one and The Great Muppet Caper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like those, I saw those repeatedly because they were on the same VHS.
Yeah. Back
And the
back
way
to
my
back.
mom was at the time, like she didn't let us skip to the movie.
Oh, so you had to watch everything.
So
through the
so what? No.
thing?
So here's what had to happen. If we wanted to watch the second movie, we couldn't watch 2 movies in a row. We only got to watch one. So what we would have to do is watch it, stop it there,
And then the next day.
and then the next time we got to watch a movie, we go, we want to watch that one, and then we could watch it from there. That was the only way it worked. Mom didn't let us fast forward because back then with VHS,
There was no be kind
fast
rewind.
forward and do the fast forward rewind constantly. You stretch out the tape and it messes up. Yeah, we didn't want to have to do that. So we
Be kind, rewind.
exactly. And so we watched it that way. But when I found out as a young adult, that I'm talking 19, 20 years old, that, the Muppets did like Muppets Treasure Island and all these other stuff. I'm like, yes.
You're like,
Muppets going to space and all this crap. I'm like, this is fantastic.
Gonzo with a helmet.
Yeah, he believes he's a Martian and he really is, but we don't talk about it.
Because he's Gonzo.
Yeah, no, and that's when it became fun
Yes.
again. And then that's honestly, that's about the time too that, PBS kind of went to hell.
Pretty much.
So
It's right on point. I mean, we're pretty much right there. That's kind of how it was.
it is. It is.
And that's been your history in the Muppets.
Yeah. Welcome to the Muppets. Dun, 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 dun.
Jays.
Okay. So
Brian Manelli. Hold on, Jay. We
Oh, we don't have
We only got like a
time.
minute. We got a
have
minute to fill. Yeah, we got a
time.
minute to fill.
let's see. What have we not read over on the Twitters and social medias?
Apparently, Lori D really wants us to burp.
I've been burping. You know what? It's not even cool.
Yep. Billy Idol on the YouTubes.
Not
Durian
even
fruit.
Cool.
PBS in a nutshell.
I don't know. It's close. It's close. I don't know if it would be exact, but
Oh my goodness. All
Yeah,
right. Hey,
no,
this
I'm
is
not.
a new. Hey, this is a new one.
okay.
PAC Supreme Court just ice. A
Ha ha
pilgrim.
ha. See what you did there.
Came in at the end of the licorice root talk, worked a forklift that moved about 3 million pounds of licorice root out of a warehouse. You could taste the dust around your mouth.
Oh.
Product of Afghanistan.
No, no. I can't. That's nasty.
Yeah, star anise and licorice root, very similar in the smells and
And again, these are things that you kind of look at and go, why? Why would you attempt
Okay.
to put something like that in your mouth?
okay, so star anise is a flavor agent that you add to like soups and stuff.
I got
Like,
that.
It's really good in pho.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the initial discovery.
Oh yeah, why would you even try that?
What point do you go, now this smells like hell froze over, but you know what?
Maybe the inside
I
tastes
bet
good.
you if we heat it up
It'll be great.
and we put it in a stew, it'd be fantastic.
That sounds like a great idea. I think we need to try that.
No. But you do need to try AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Oh, it's so good.
It does. It helps wash away the nastiness of durian fruit. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com. That's AmericanPrideRoasters.com. It is historically great coffee. It's guaranteed to make you swallow every time you put it in your mouth.
That's right.
And it does help a little bit with covering up the durian fruit.
You know what else
Just
helps?
What's that?
When you burp, just breathe out immediately.
Yeah, maybe.
But just,
Yeah, I guess.
I just did it. It helped. It helped a lot.
Not the rest of the room, it didn't. Anyway,
I turned away from
go
you.
to mojo50.com. Check out all the other awesome shows and hosts and everything going on over there. Go to our website, doaeshow.com. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. We're on Twitter now, reading all your tweets and stuff. That's at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves. We will be right back. Got a whole nother hour to go. Don't go nowhere. Most of them do suck. I'm not putting.
Newton?
Nope.
It's a fig Newton.
Nope.
It's a fig Newton.
Not today, Satan. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
It's just a fig
Nope.
Newton.
No, it's not gonna be just a fig Newton.
It is just a fig Newton.
No, it's not.
It is.
Y'all got it rolled in something, or no. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm all right. Nope, I don't buy it. It's not a cookie. It's fruited cake. No, I'm positive. I'm good. No, I got that. And even though I willingly understood what was going on, somehow there's trust broken, and I need to rebuild it. I know, even though I agreed, there's trust broken, and I must rebuild. I don't know how this is going to work. No, I'm good. Oh.
You don't want chocolate koalas?
No. Was there any coffee left?
No.
Huh?
Not anymore.
Okay. I don't know if there was like a teensy bitter left or not. I was going to finish off the pot.
No, that's what I just got in here.
That's fine. Finish off the pot.
That's what I did. Finished it off. But yeah, if you breathe out, I mean, like, don't just let the bubble pop in your throat. Like when you burp, immediately like burp and then breathe all your air out. Just expel it all out. It helps.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
All of it. Just let it all go.
Not for nothing, you burp with this stuff. When you blow it onto like a rusty bumper, it'll take the rust off.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. It will.
It will do like a reverse corrosion thing.
I'm just really happy that it's not like the smell's not caught on here yet.
It's moments like now, it's shows like tonight that I'm thankful that we're in an actual house in a big room and not in a little bitty booth like we're hoping to be
like
one
you want to
day.
be in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that smell would stay
Forever. And I thought my pop filter smelled bad before. Now it's bacon and wet ass.
Also known as durian.
Also known as durian fruit.
Only when it makes the mac and cheese sound. Yep, that sound.
Just saying. S-A-V.
ASMR.
Burp, expel, repeat. Yeah, I can't do oysters. I've tried that.
You can't?
Mm-mm.
I also can't. You want to know? I'm allergic.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Beaver anus for raspberry flavoring.
That is very true. That is reality, guys. If you want raspberry flavoring that's not raspberries, it's beaver anus. It's the anal gland of a beaver.
Yeah.
Very true.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
I'd hope that a 3-minute break would help the.
Help calm down the stomach?
It's
or-
not.
Nope.
It's not.
Nope. I just started actually burping finally, but I figured the trick out. Literally you expel all the air out of your stomach, out of your lungs the moment you burp.
Yeah, you just push it out, and the less it hangs around and traveling, the better.
Yeah, because it also pushes more air out of your everything. Yeah, breathe out.
Oh my god.
You didn't have enough air.
No, I
Like when you know you're about to burp, breathe in real deep, and then burp, and then.
Well, no, and I do that part. See, here's my problem with this: is I've in my younger years have developed a technique of where I can it's all about the decibel.
Yeah. How to make the sound? Yeah.
I've scared the hell out of people. I've almost shattered windows a time or two.
There was actually a competition that I was a part of for burping.
Yeah, I did too. I scared the hell
Part
out
of a
people.
church event. Funny enough,
Nice,
when I was a kid.
because nothing says "I love you, Jesus" like
Burp.
gas and burping.
Yeah, like literally here's
belching.
a 2 liter. Here's a 2 liter of really fizzy soda. Go at it, kid.
Yeah. Now say the Lord's Prayer. Oh, yeah, exactly. But no, but I do it all for sound, but because I do it around people, because I try to get that shock factor.
Yeah.
But I don't ever want to like chase anybody away with bad breath or anything like that.
Right.
So I've learned to, all
Make
bark,
the sound and no smell.
all
like
bark, no
air.
bite. Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Now
You can't expel now.
I can't. No. That's what. Yeah. So I just don't do it. It's all noise, and then I've learned to like pull it back.
Right before
I
the
can't-
air actually escapes.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do it
Oh,
now.
it's so bad. That's got to be terrible.
So it's just hovering between my
right in
esophagus and the
then
back
it
of
just
my throat.
lingers
Yeah.
back in, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's the wafting you get when you open like a dirty diaper bin.
Yeah.
That waft.
Yeah, I know that one.
That's exactly what this stuff is doing
This
in
is
the back
good,
of my
but
throat.
it's
It's
going
wafting.
Up, it's going up your esophagus
Uh-huh.
and like,
Just traveling ever so slightly, just taking its time.
yeah.
Good stuff.
Uh-huh.
So this is going to be a fantastic night.
Isn't it though?
So a new bill introduced in the Oregon State Legislature mandates that schools use a merit-based system when making staff reductions. Well,
Wait, what?
However,
However,
the merit-based system interferes with the school's, quote, diversity ratio, end quote.
it's either a hiccup or a slight burp.
It's both, and I'm trying to mitigate it. I can't. You ever see people like I say talented people, and it's not a talent
Right,
per
yeah.
se. You ever see like on videos or in a movie or something, somebody smoking something, usually the weed or something like that.
Yeah.
And they inhale, but then they let it waft up their lips and they breathe it through their nose. That's what I'm currently doing right now, and I can't stop
You can't
it.
see it.
No, because I'm trying to hold it back, going maybe if I'm gentle. Nay.
Don't be gentle. Force it out.
It wasn't gentle to me.
That's right.
According to the bill text, any school district that plans on making a reduction in education staff position must retain teachers with, quote, less seniority, end quote, if that teacher has more, quote, merit, end quote, and if, quote, if retention of the teacher is necessary to maintain the school district's diversity ratio, end quote.
I got a problem with this.
You do?
Yeah, it's a question, actually.
Uh-huh.
What is, quotes, merit?
Merit. Merit...
No. What have they
No,
defined
I've been
as?
okay. Well, we'll start with outside. The bill defines merit. Wow. Holy God. The bill redefines, excuse me. It's not even they define it. It's redefined.
Redefine.
There's a lot of redefining going on with words today. Redefines merit to mean teachers who have undergone, quote unquote, anti-bias and other such diversity, equity, and inclusion training.
Oh.
Merit is defined in the bill, quote, as the measurement of the ability and effectiveness of one teacher as measured against the ability and effectiveness of another teacher based on the consideration of the following factors. Quote, number one, training received by the teacher related to anti-bias, diversity, equity, inclusion, cultural responsive practices, or restorative practice or justice practices, end quote. So does that answer your question?
I didn't catch any
Yeah,
of
I'm
that.
not reading
sorry.
it
No,
again.
I didn't do it.
The actual definition of merit, the noun, is the quality of being particularly good or worthy, especially so as to deserve praise or a reward. The verb side of it is to deserve or be worthy of something, especially reward, punishment, or attention.
Oh, so you can actually merit a punishment.
Yes. Really weird how that goes. It's merit by definition is to be deserving or worthy of something,
Right.
whether it be good or bad.
Exactly.
But it went from having that kind of a definition to merit only being only good things. It's only for rewards. It's only good stuff.
Yep.
And now it's being redefined yet again.
Yeah.
Only this time it has to do purely and solely under social biases.
Well, see, that's the thing. When you're talking about a merit-based system, you're talking about reward and punishment. You're talking about responsibility and achievement.
Yep. Yeah.
You're not talking about, somebody went to a diversity class and so they're going to blah, 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 blah. Screw that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can go right now to LinkedIn.
Yes, you can.
And I can sit through a diversity class with LinkedIn.
Because that's magical.
Actually, I don't even have to sit through it. I can let it play and walk away.
That's true. That's true.
I can let it play
and
and walk away.
And it counts.
And all I've got to do is just put it on my LinkedIn page that I got through the diversity training at the end.
Yep. And that's it.
Now, that's if you want to be sly about it. If you don't want to actually do the job, if you don't actually want to educate yourself on these things, you can do that.
Yeah.
And LinkedIn will accept it, at least one portion of the credits. There's
it's varying things.
Like if you like certain ones you can actually get accredited for. So if you don't take the test, you don't get the extra bonus and whatnot.
You're not as committed.
You're not as committed, but you watched the video, so good on you. But I can go through like 20 courses in a day and just have them on loop. Go through the entire thing. Boom. I've done 20 courses on diversity. Does that mean shit?
No. Nope.
It means absolutely nothing.
It does mean you've wasted a lot of electricity.
Yes, but I was going to do that anyway.
It's either the stupid diversity training I'm not paying attention to or YouTube. It really doesn't matter. It's all the same.
No.
The measure was initially designed to create new provisions for the state's Minority Teacher Act of 1991, which was built, quote, in recognition of the disparity between the state's diverse student population and the state's predominantly white teacher workforce, end quote.
Okay. What's the problem with the predominantly white teacher workforce?
Considering the fact that it is Oregon, and other than the bigger cities, Portland,
Okay.
things like that, most of the Northwest, similar to most other places, are, in the North, are predominantly white. Because, honestly, black folks don't like being cold, and I don't blame them.
Right?
I don't like being cold either.
I know, right?
I would rather be in the heat.
Well, you know,
Which is always weird. Like
I
I've
mean-
had this discussion with people. Like I understand that theoretically your chances of surviving in the cold are much higher because you can always put on another layer of clothing. You can always, there's always certain things to keep your body warm that you can do.
Yeah.
The reverse is not quite so well. There you can only take off so many clothes. I mean, you can literally skip down to nothing but your birthday suit and you could still cook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not going to take any of that heat away, but I'd still rather be in the heat than in the cold.
Okay, so let's go like this. Oregon,
Sure.
by race.
Which rate? By race?
Oregon,
Okay.
by race.
Okay.
86.7% white.
Wow.
13.4% Hispanic.
There's a joke there, but I'm not. No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
Do you know honestly why? Oh no, I'm gonna explain in a
Save it?
second. Yeah, I'm gonna save it. Go ahead. Keep going.
All right. You got Asian,
Okay.
almost 5%.
Good for them. Almost 5%.
Mixed races, 4%.
When did that start getting counted? Like seriously?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess if you're going to count races, I guess that makes sense. But come on.
But those mixed races is like white and Hispanic at this point. Here you go.
Sure.
American Indian,
Okay.
1.8%.
Wow.
Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander, 0.5%.
Okay.
You know what I don't see?
What's that?
Black.
I'm
joking. It's 2%. It's 2%.
2%.
2%.
And how much was the Mexican again? Or the Hispanic, pardon me? The Hispanic was what?
13.4.
13.4.
13.4.
Do you know why there's more Hispanics up north in Oregon than there are black people?
Because they came through California.
Yeah, well, that's a part of it. Because they're running. One, it's a sanctuary city up in Portland.
Yeah. But they're running from Mexico.
And the further they
They're
get
running
from
from the border.
Mexico, the further north they can go, the less chances they think people are going to either A, notice, which is really silly.
Really? That's not a good idea.
Or, yeah, they're either less going to notice or less likely to be sent back because it is such a long way.
It's called a flight.
I got that, but they don't. I know it sounds stupid, and they're like, you're just being racist. No. Most of them think the further north they go, the less of the chances are of them being sent back.
Mm-hmm. But think about this. You got 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, and then, so the fifth largest population is
blacks.
Is blacks, but they're 2.2%.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the problem with the majority of teachers being white when the majority of the population is also white? If you're talking about equity, okay, and that's what they all talk about, you're talking about equity. You take the populace of that state and you say, okay, here's the breakdown. If you want to take that breakdown, then you say, okay, we have to have this, and this. We have to have the quota of all these people or else we're not equal. We're not equitable.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have 100 teachers, you should have 2 black teachers.
Pretty much.
Or 2 people in somewhere in the
district.
in the administration.
Yeah.
If you have 100 of them, you should have 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you should have 5 Asians.
Yeah. And 13 Mexicans.
And 13
or
Hispanics.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah. The stated goal of the Minority Teacher Act was to get the, quote, number of minority teachers, including administrators, employed by school districts and education service districts to be approximately proportional to the number of minority children enrolled in the public schools in this state by 2001. The bill claims that there has been some progress towards the goal, though teacher workforce remains, quote, significantly less diverse than the state's student population, end quote.
But how is that possible?
I don't understand it. You can't have a 2.2% black population and then turn around and say that somehow or another they have more kids than that. Now, I understand that
They do actually have more kids.
they do have more kids, but you do realize that part of that counts kids.
Yeah, I know. That count is mainly children.
Yeah. So,
It's called anchor babies.
well, no, not for black people.
I'm talking about for the Hispanics.
For the
That's why
Hispanics,
it's 14%.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's 14%?
because they love to do the horizontal mumbo.
Yeah, that's too. That's very true.
But no, you're right. Like, you can't sit here. The whole thing we're reading of this is literally, well, we're trying to make it proportional to the minority children enrolled in the public schools.
Okay, well, that's almost impossible at this point.
Well,
there's
but I'm
always like, especially in this generation. So here's if we didn't have abortion, our current population would be like tripled.
Yeah.
And the kids would outweigh the adults. It's
100 to 1.
Yeah, at least. Well, not really that much, but
It would feel like 100 to 1.
It would feel like 100 to 1, but it'd be like 3 to 1. Okay. The adult population in America would be, 1/3 of the children under the age of 18.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you didn't have abortion, we wouldn't have a problem with Social Security right now.
Yeah, kind of weird how that worked out, huh?
Isn't that funny how that works?
Really
Social
weird.
Security wouldn't be a problem right now because we'd have enough people to actually.
I mean, it would still be bankrupt and it'd still be a horrible system. Don't get us wrong.
Of course. Right, but
at
would
least
have enough,
you would still have.
You would have enough people going into the workforce because of the. It would actually have been bigger than the baby boom generation.
Yeah.
The boomer generation was only huge because they didn't have abortion.
Yeah. Well, because back then they were coming out of the 60s and 70s. They were coming out of the whole civil rights crap. Things were starting to.
They were the 60s and 70s.
Well, but what I'm
about?
saying is
about the baby boomer generation.
No, I know, but I'm saying
50s.
They come out of. Well, I'm saying up through the 80s. They come through to that point where life was starting to mellow out. Life was starting to calm down. There was, minus the Cold War, there was relative peace of things going on. Things were starting to be on the upswing, even though they were on the back end of it.
You didn't have to have big families to make sure that at least 2 survived.
Yeah, it was starting. It was starting to swing, in the right direction, and it did. All through the 80s, all through the 90s was a great time, and that pendulum has swung all the way to the point now we're at the crap end, and it's getting ready to swing back.
Right,
and it's just if everybody judges the boomer generation, I'm like, why? These people were doing the one thing that they do. Why? Because they had nothing else to do.
Right.
Like they were, life was getting good. Life was okay. Why not start taking a moment and relaxing and enjoying it?
Yeah. They were actually doing.
They didn't have to have. Yeah.
I'm sorry. The boomers were doing exactly what we want to do.
Yeah.
And you're pissed. You're pissed that you can't do it at your age.
Yeah,
and the boomers have to wait. They had to wait 40 years to do it.
Yeah.
45.
You could do it
40,
now, and you're like, I'd rather watch a game.
They had to wait until they were in their 60s to do this stuff that you're doing now in your 20s. Shut up.
Yeah. B from the SAV over on Twitter. I can log into my email and see thousands of LinkedIn emails. If I delete all of them now, do I get a merit-based reward?
No.
If so, I like bacon.
Too bad. Buy it yourself.
I could bring him some in 2 weeks.
You know what else I bought? I bought a pork belly.
Mm-hmm.
I bought 3 pounds of pork belly.
Okay.
So I can take because if you take pork belly, right, and you cut it up into like rectangles,
Okay.
and then you roll those rectangles up and tie it into like a little, and then bake it,
Okay.
and then you cut it into slices. You get these perfect little pork belly swirls on top of your ramen.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Nice.
And so I'm gonna do it.
I want some bacon now. I'm gonna wash this taste out of my mouth.
Nope, not gonna happen. You're gonna wash that man right out of your hair, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Nasty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty, nasty, nasty.
That's right.
So, a newly hired Defense Department officer charged with promoting diversity and inclusion within military ranks. Because
that's what they need.
you absolutely have. I'm sorry.
That is what they need.
Clearly, the people who create these positions have never been in
The military?
Yep.
Well, they've been in something.
Or had something in them.
Right.
But that's not what you do. Like, you don't need it. Do you have moments of, do you have the occasional bad apple? Yes. But here's the problem with everything, whether it's with guns or whether it's with this whole racism crap or regardless of whatever it is.
Right.
It's always it's a small percentage. Sometimes less than a full percent of a problem, but somebody goes, oh, well, we can't have that. We must uproot it. again, newsflash, whether it's military, whether it's through the politics or anything else, you cannot force morality onto someone. You can raise them, you can train them, you can set stuff up like that, but you can't force it, regardless of what angle you're trying to bring it in from.
Right.
I had to really realize there's no way of being able to say that properly.
No, but you just had to go with it.
I was like, yeah, might as well bite the bullet. Anyway, the United States Special Ops Command, SPOC, or
Spock.
USSOC,
USAC.
a division of the Defense Department that oversees the various special operations components of the U.S. Armed Forces, announced last week that it has appointed Richard Torres Estrada at its first ever diversity and inclusion chief.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah, he's definitely that. In a post on Instagram announcing the hire,
Mm-hmm.
the US SOCOM wrote that, quote, Torres Estrada has nearly 2 decades worth of experience working diversity and inclusion programs and activities in federal agencies, and now will guide the enterprise-wide effort to institutionalize and sustain diversity and inclusion at the command.
So, did you get to this part, like right here?
No, I purposely went past that.
Because you wanted to get her first.
Yeah,
right?
I want to lay the groundwork for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
The little the shoe, the drop. I mean, because if you want to play it out, okay, fine. Yeah, he's doing a good thing. He's trying to help bring unity to the troops and making it a lot easier. Because I have been like, you do get it. The military is a rough place to be if you're not used to it. You can get picked on. You have no feelings there. There are no feelings there at all.
Well, there are now.
I know, and I can't stand it.
You got to stop saying, you got to stop comparing to what you went through to now.
I know. I found that out talking to one of the guys on our side granted, he's reserve.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, like I could tell you a story of one instance where it was alleged that
Allegedly.
someone on the team had raised their voice in yelling. And he's like, we don't do that. I'm like, you're in the military. You've never heard? No, they don't do that. I'm like, are you out of your ever-loving mind? I was in when they could still hit you. Barely, but you.
One of our other guys was in when they could hit you.
When they blatantly just hit you. That's all they did.
Literally beat you across the face.
Yeah, they didn't have no problems punching you in the mouth.
Said, get up, soldier.
Exactly. Anyway.
Take 15, go.
Yeah, take a lap. You'll be fine. So this guy, this whole new job and all that fun jazz, he once compared former President Donald Trump to Nazi leader Adolf Hitler in social media.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you want to talk about the guy who promotes diversity?
Oh, that guy sounds like a
inclusion.
great inclusion and diversity person.
Last June featured a side-by-side picture of Trump and Hitler both appearing to hold a Bible.
Because that's pertinent.
Quote, here I leave this and slowly retire to continue working from home. That was the quote from Torres Estrada wrote in a caption to the post, insinuating a comparison between the two.
But he was working from home at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the picture though of Adolf Hitler holding the Bible.
Yeah.
Is photoshopped. And actually, what's irritating is, forget the fact that you can, in this particular thing, because it's blown up and you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see that it's a fake hand.
You can see it's, but you can see the Bible. Because it is exact replica of that one.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. That picture of Adolf Hitler is a very popular picture. Like, I've seen that picture a million times.
Oh, yeah. And
I know that he is not holding a Bible.
Right.
He's got his hand up doing his normal salute for, the Heil.
He's doing the...
he's doing the like that.
The Heil.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that he turned around and it was photoshopped and faked. And this guy is going to be in charge of the diversity and inclusion for the military, for U.S. SOCOM.
Because, they photoshopped the hand.
Yeah. Because it is exactly, if you look, that is the exact same
it's just
thing.
Angled and widened.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm just... That's upsetting.
And you understand what, like seriously, like SOCOM, like it's special forces. These are the guys, the best of the best guys. This is SEALs. This is Delta Force. This is
Yeah.
all them cats. And those guys, who I promise you by the time they get to their stations and are actively in operations, these cats are not worrying about racism.
Nope, not at all.
Because these are the guys who have to go in and make sure that what they do not only becomes successful, but doesn't get themselves killed and get known because it could compromise the entire country. Trust me, racism is not at the top of their list.
I know we spent the entire first half of the show just talking about dirty fruit and crap, but that's funny.
Do what now?
It's still really funny to me.
What's that?
The first half of the show is just, at least the first 25 minutes was just all durian fruit.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It was great.
great.
That's called a good show.
Right. Sort of.
And definitely a Monday.
It's definitely a Monday.
You know what? I just thought about that.
That was the epitome of Mondays.
Durian fruit is what Monday tastes like.
Yeah.
Just saying.
If you could taste Monday,
if Monday had a taste, it's durian fruit.
It's durian fruit crackers.
Yeah.
It's the smell of durian. Which, by the way, is also a taste.
Can you imagine durian fruit as like a air freshener? To put in your car, you get the little things and you wedge it inside the vent. If you hate somebody, cram that into someone's vents. That smell ain't going anywhere.
You know, I kind of want to make some now, just so I can
just to do it.
Because they had frozen durian, like the fruit.
No, I didn't.
They did at the ANC supermarket. They had the frozen durian. I was not man enough to buy one.
You know, there's a part of me that wants to take at least one or two of what you have left.
Take them.
Oh, no, hear me out. So I know of a few guys at work who like to leave their windows down
Yes, take it.
Take in a gloved hand, crumple it up and throw it through their window and walk the hell away. I'm waiting for them to get in the car.
This is Defenders Live.
Oh, jeez.
The nights you say knee. These SEALs and Special Forces guys, sounds like they don't eat a lot of bacon. You can send me their allotment. No, I promise you, as having a lot of SOCOM guys.
They eat all the bacon. What are you talking about?
Oh, trust me.
They eat all the bacons.
Yeah, they're good at it. I promise you that. Majovian Stealth Jackal, hashtag arm yourselves over on Twitter. All that matters in battle is whether or not the guy next to you has your 6. No one gives a flying fig about what his color is, and that is absolutely true. By the time you get, because it's not just boot camp. I mean, the military as a whole, at least, again, sadly, 20 years ago when I was in.
When you were in.
That's how it was. The whole point of it was, you needed to be able to depend on the guy next to you as much as he depended on you.
Right.
And it didn't matter about, and don't get me wrong, during boot camp, you saw it. There were cliques. The Latinos were over here, the blacks were over here, the whites were over here, and the nobodies had their own little spot. Okay. But by the time it was done, you still kind of had those cliques, but guys were bouncing back and forth. We were intertwined. We were mingling. We were having fun with each other. And it was a brotherhood for real by that point. To be Special Forces is a whole nother level. Because again, you're talking about a group of guys who have secret missions, who go to countries that, for all intents and purposes, they're not allowed to be in. Especially in those moments, they're not supposed to be there. They're doing acts that would otherwise, constitute war. And they're going in. The pressure that's on these guys is so insane that I promise you, the fact that one guy might be a bit, I don't know, pigmentally challenged is not the least bit on the radar.
Nobody is concerned about that.
No, because you have to go through not just training, but there are psych evals. There are things you have to go through to test and make sure that mentally you're not holding back something.
Right.
And if they find out that, hey, you might be a little weird, you might be a little racist, or you might have a thing, then you won't be considered. Yeah, well, that too. You won't be considered. Like, it's that simple. I'm just so, I can't believe I've hit the point of my life where I'm doing the old man thing.
Yeah.
20 years ago,
Back in my day.
when I was in, we used to get your asses beat all the time, and now you can have your cell phone.
When I was
Which
a
is
young
true.
warthog.
Which is true.
It is true.
Like, we were not allowed to have anything.
Nothing.
You got on Sundays for 4 hours, you had an opportunity to yourself. That included being able to write letters. That included doing your, getting your uniforms and laundry ready and all this other stuff. That was it. You had 4 hours. Yeah. Every Sunday to yourself.
Fada.
And nowadays, guys are like, oh yeah, we're watching and we're out on the playground. So we turn around and I got a phone call. I was texting my wife and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut up.
You weren't even supposed to have your phone.
Yeah. Like, this is...
Jeez. Speaking of stupid, the University of Oxford is reportedly considering removing sheet music from its musical curriculum.
Well, because, paper nowadays, it is 2021. Everything is going digital now. There's I understand that. I could see it's kind of silly, but I understand it. You're going green. You don't want to deforest trees if you don't have to. Because, why cut down trees to make paper if you're just going to have it all digitally done anyway? I think it makes sense. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, the Telegraph reported on Saturday that professors within the university music department branded musical notations as a colonialist representational system.
Hold on. Wait. Musical notations?
Yeah, notations on music, notations of music on lines is part of the colonialist representational system amid a revamp of their musical education offerings.
So just so we're clear, it's not just
the paper,
not just the paper.
Right.
They're literally talking about getting rid of
sheet music,
the
all
literal
together.
Notes.
Yes.
So how the hell are you supposed to learn to play?
The notation, which has not, quote, shaken off its connection with its colonial past, would be a slap in the face for some students of color, professors stated in a proposal for changing documents obtained by the news outlet. Elsewhere in the document, members of the music faculty reportedly questioned the current curriculum's, quote, complicity of white supremacy.
It's on white paper?
Nope. They specifically took issue with the classical collections taught in school, things like Mozart, Beethoven, which alleging it focuses,
Allegedly.
Thank you, too much on white European music from the slave period.
Okay.
That's because that was classical music and they were the best composers.
Well, I was going to say they're the
time.
ones that have carried through. Now, I can give it to you. You obviously, with the time being heavily, slavery driven and things like that, you were going to be hard pressed to find a black guy who turned around, or any minority for that matter, who was able to excel and be able to, learn to play an instrument. You know what I mean? Let alone write a concert and it become something worth, of value. So I get that whole whitewashing and all that jazz, and we've talked about it ad nauseum that it has happened, it does happen. It's
Sure.
It's not cool, but we're here now, and so that's what that is.
That's where we're at.
But even now, okay, how many black people or minorities? I apologize for just saying black folks, but it seems that they're the ones
That's
raising the
thing,
most
yeah.
hell.
Mhm. Or people are raising the most hell for them.
Yeah.
Once again, okay.
I would like to point out to me just one, an actual minority classical composer, somebody who's considered at the professional level? I honestly don't know. I'm not a
I don't know. We
huge
don't know.
fan
We don't know.
of
I do like
classical. I do like it,
classical, yeah.
but I'm not like actively, I don't have their trading cards or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I'm not actively diving into it. Hell, I'm just barely at the point where I can tell the different distinctions between like the style of of Mozart and Beethoven.
Yeah.
The way they did it, I can kind of tell.
The flourishes they use.
Yeah. Now I can't tell you what the song is or what the concerto is or whatever. I can't do that.
Right, yeah.
But I can at least
that's concerto number 5.
in the ninth movement and blah blah blah. Yeah, I can't do that, but I can at least to a decent degree go, oh, there's Beethoven playing, or oh, that's Mozart, that's Bach, or Chopin, whatever. Like Paganini. I can do some of that, but again, I would argue
Paninis are good.
Paganini. I get what I'm with paninis too.
It depends on the day.
Yeah. I
Paninis are good if you
as long
do
as there's
them right.
enough cheese, because sometimes people have made a panini for me.
Dry paninis are terrible.
They are. If you don't put enough cheese in that junk, it kills the whole
and
thing.
sauce. You need sauce in your panini.
Yeah, and not just like the au jus kind of thing. You need like a
sauce.
Yeah, like a zesty ranch or I don't know, some kind of a
gochujang mayo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, something like that, like a campfire sauce where like a mayo and barbecue sauce kind of mix. Yeah, like that would be good. You got to have that for your Paganini. But no, but here's the other thing about this though, just so we're clear, when it comes to any of the arts, and that would include music, but music, actual, paintings, sculptures,
right,
things like that.
Yeah, sure.
There's a thing going around where, art is subjective. Did you know that? Art is subjective.
Well, that's what they tell me. Although I half disagree.
No, I completely agree.
I have
because
disagree. No. The stuff that some people call art is not. It's not subjective at that point.
It's just crap.
No. I am sorry. It is not considered.
Now
art.
hold on to explain this. Explain what you're trying to say, because I think we're saying the same thing. I think you just taking it an extra step.
I am taking it.
You're talking about the people who'll be like, "Look what I did!
No.
I poured." I took a balloon full of pink paint,
if
shoved it into my rectum, and I slammed my ass cheeks together, and it blew it onto the canvas, and I presented it as a look into the future.
That's also it. But no, if it's something that I can look at and I can say my kid can do that, and like my current 2-year-old can do better than that.
Okay, and you're talking like strokes and coloring and okay. Okay.
If I look at it, and I'm like, no, I've got a 2-year-old that runs around rampant and just destroys everything. But
you're also talking about
that kid can do better than that.
So you're talking about modern people though too. In this
that's what I'm talking about.
No. I'm not talking about even the modern. I'm talking about going like my perfect example, Picasso. Okay, Picasso is this huge thing, and there's a lot of people who love him. I can't get past the fact that
everybody likes the weirdness.
Yeah, no.
He's got an ear for an eye.
Yeah, and an eye for a testicle. It's really weird.
It's odd.
I'm not
different.
a fan.
His lips are on his forehead.
Yeah, so he can taste the air.
And his nose is in his mouth place.
Yeah. And he's got hair coming out of his eyelids. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't care for it. I'm not a fan.
His neck is sideways.
But there are people who swear that Picasso is like the bee's knees. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't see it. But that's where. But I'm not talking about the modern stuff. I think Picasso's kind of like as modern as I'm going.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm talking.
All right.
All the rest of that stuff.
Because I was going to say, Piss Christ is pretty bad.
Yeah, no. I'm not. No, we're not counting that crap.
That is considered art.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not even counting all that. I'm talking the stuff that you go into an art museum and you see some of the classics. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is probably going to piss a lot of people off.
Sure, yeah.
I don't see the big deal with the Mona Lisa. I really don't. It's really cool that it's been around for as long as it has.
Sorry.
What?
Bon Jovi still Jackal. Still hashtag I'm here. Still taking in the fact that Dylan knows who Paganini is.
See, here's the fun part about this show. I've been doing this show for 4 years. A lot of you like
her. She's been with us the entire
She's been
time.
there from the beginning. And I love doing this where even after 4 years, I can drop little nuggets of stuff. And she's like, holy shit, he's really
He
annoying.
actually knows that?
He's more than just a moron. This is fantastic. I love it.
It's what the homeschool really does for you.
Yes,
it
there's
really is.
You have to
know
understand-
things that nobody else thinks about in today's society.
This is okay. So just so we're clear, this show, I am real. This is who I am. However,
Says the AI.
I regulate a lot of stuff. There's a
Yeah,
lot
you
that I
do.
don't let pass.
No.
You sit and talk to me.
Which is really funny considering.
Oh, I know. Oh, God, I burped again. Excuse me. Now, don't get me wrong. Oh, God.
It's bad.
There's some similarities. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you talk to me completely off the show. You talk to me completely one-on-one in a different type of setting. Completely different. And as far as like knowledge level and as far as, because there's certain things you just learned. I learned a long time ago. You play a lot of things close to the chest.
Yeah,
and
even on a show like this.
And the fact that I can sit and, drop Paganini, you know what I mean? And it kind of makes
you're not
people
saying it right, but that's fine.
I know, but it's funny to me.
Yeah.
It's Paganini, I know.
Yeah.
But just because I can name drop that and whatever, wait until next week when we start talking, string theory and quantum physics and
Actually, one of us could. Both of us can.
Both of us can.
Both of us can now.
That's the thing. We both can do that, but
We're
guys,
not doing it.
We're not gonna actually indulge.
I'm not
you.
going to go into string theory. It's
Even though-
boring. It's boring to talk about.
No, it's boring to talk about.
It's boring to hear.
Yes, it's boring to hear. When you know what you're talking about, when the other person kind of has at least an idea of what you're talking
It's
about,
fine.
it's fine. It's interesting. But when you start getting that one guy who's like,
Yeah. And that's that. I'm sorry.
Is it a guitar string?
I'm guessing that most of you don't want to hear about that.
No, I know they don't. But my point is I
We can go into it.
I
but
do
it's-
like the fact that after 4 years, I
you
can
can
still
drop a nugget and be
every
like,
now and again that just blows people's minds. It makes me
really?
happy.
You actually know that crap?
It's like, who the hell is? The best part is everyone else is going, who the hell is Paganini?
Google
They're
Paganini.
Googling Paganini right now. Paganini is trending on Twitter. They're trying to figure out who the hell he is.
Oh, it's good times.
But no, I just, the whole thing is to see again. So I go back to my original question.
Yep.
It's not just that it's on paper and it's the styling. They're literally getting rid of the notes of the scales of everything. So how is that? Forget how are you going to learn how to play an instrument?
Right. Yeah.
How are you going to play a song? How is a group of people going to
you
sit together
could-
and do? Is it
well,
all
you-
by memory?
No,
Are they
you could
reconstructing
go,
everything?
You could go to the original traditional Asian,
Okay.
like China and Japan were the ones that originally started the note system. And anyway, we imperialized it. That's what happened, or we didn't, but Europe did.
Was it imperialized or was it made better?
Well, it was taken over, so that then we could document our music.
Wasn't taken over. We said, hey, that's a genius effing idea.
And we
should
kept it.
implement it in our thing. That was
We
what
kept
made
it.
America great is we would take
Oh,
little pieces.
That wasn't America though. That was
Well, no, but I'm saying, well, yeah, but America came from Europe. But yeah, white Europeans, they went, that's a fantastic idea. Do you mind? And the Chinese are like, no, go ahead. It's okay. And they would take it and they did it their way and it worked and it benefited. Same thing applies for everything. We've taken little bits from everywhere. And it's not to be, well, you guys didn't do it good. We've taken it and we've made it to fit us because it was a good idea.
right.
Isn't that what the saying goes is the highest form of flattery is copying somebody? I know it's not the exact way the saying goes, but to
Mimicry.
mimicking. Yeah, mimicking someone is the highest form of flattery.
Yeah.
When did that change? I don't understand when that changed. I just
It's when it became a mockery at the same time.
I guess.
So speaking of mockeries,
Slightly venomous Kirk over on Twitter. Hashtag arm yourself. String theory is awesome. The more you learn, the more you need to learn.
right.
Exactly. It is. I love it.
Yep.
It's so
It's
much
very
fun.
true. Also, Toby McAvoy over there on the YouTubes. What? You mean string theory is unrelated to Paganini?
Well, depends on what we're talking about.
That's right.
Technically,
Everything is strung together.
I see what you did there. Strung together.
There you go.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Unrelated topics and also annoying. President Joe Biden's administration is urging the Supreme Court to impose restrictions on the Fourth Amendment protections and permit what Forbes describes as warrantless gun confiscation. Here's the background. The Supreme Court will hear oral arguments on Wednesday for a case. Thank you.
Sorry.
Caniglia v. Strom.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is.
This will ultimately determine whether the community caretaker exemption of the Fourth Amendment prohibitions against warrantless searches and seizures extends to private residences.
I didn't. Wait a minute.
When did that change?
When did that become even a question?
It's warrantless search and seizure. No.
Oh my
It's a no.
God.
It's just a no. It doesn't matter where it is. No.
It's very similar to like the Second Amendment. It's
all there.
It literally is in black and white.
Yeah. And by the way, Supreme Court cases don't mean a thing. Once again, it's an opinion of the court.
It's an opinion. Yes.
And it has to also be documented in precedent of the court. And if the court goes against the precedent and changes it, then you can technically rule it as void. Anyway, the case stems from a 2015 incident in which police deceptively seized firearms from the Rhode Island couple, Kim and Edward Caniglia, who had engaged in a heated argument. Neither Kim nor Edward were ever accused of a crime, nor was either person ever deemed to be an imminent threat to themselves or others. Police argued they seized the firearms from the couple under the community caretaking exemption of the Fourth Amendment. When did that... Can you look up that?
I'm pulling it up now. Keep going.
Yeah. The exemption was established by the Supreme Court in 1973. According to Forbes, the exemption was, quote, designed for cases involving impounded cars and highway safety, on the grounds that the police are often called to car accidents to remove nuisances like inoperable vehicles on the public roads. The court, quote, went to special lengths to be very clear that the community caretaking exemption only extended to vehicles.
Okay, so just so we're clear, I'm going to read the Fourth Amendment real fast.
Go right ahead, yeah.
This is where I'm so confused by this.
We're done with it. It's there.
The right of the people, this is the Fourth Amendment, quote, the right of the people to be secure in their person, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
Okay, so here you go. Then this 1973 case is invalidated. You want to know why?
Because it's unconstitutional?
No, was designed for cases involving impounded cars. That is warranted. That is a reasonable search and seizure of property warranted because it's an impounded car or it's safety at that point, safety inspections.
Yeah, that's different. When you're talking about, it says there in black and white, the right of people to be secure in their person and homes.
Yeah.
And with their effects.
Right.
Guns count as your effects.
Yeah. And so do your cars and all the rest of it. The problem is if you leave the car on the side of the road or your car gets impounded or all the rest of it, technically
it's abandoned. You lose it, and I understand that. I completely get that part of it. And as somebody who used to repo cars, like we used to collect people. We had one time where we collected a car that had a gun in it.
Yeah.
And we had to run everything through the cop and to clear it.
Here's the gun. And
yeah, here's how they had to run the serial number, make sure it was safe and blah, 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 blah. And wasn't wanted in any gun before we gave it over to them.
Sure, yeah.
Because if it was, obviously, it would be taken away. But I don't understand. The Fourth Amendment says very, very, very clearly the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated.
So it shall not be infringed.
Same thing. It's literally, it's you can't get any more poignant than that.
Shall not be infringed.
And no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause,
Which means they didn't give one.
supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
And these guys didn't have any of those things, yet they went into their house, took all their guns away, and now this family, this husband and wife, who apparently had a squabble, without guns involved, got all their guns taken away, and federal and district courts and the First Circuit Court of Appeals all ruled that the police were in the right to take the guns away using the community caretaking exemption, which is incorrect.
I don't understand.
Here's what the Biden administration wrote. The touchstone of the Fourth Amendment is reasonableness.
Bullshit.
No. The touchstone of the Fourth Amendment is shall not be infringed. For criminal investigations, this court has generally incorporated the warrant clause of the Fourth Amendment overarching reasonableness requirements, but it has not generally done so for search and seizure objectively premised on justifications other than the investigation of wrongdoing. The ultimate question in this case is, therefore, not whether the respondent officer's actions fit within some narrow warrant exemption, but instead whether those actions were reasonable. And under all the circumstances here, we believe they were. That is a quote. I didn't say that. I am telling you that's what they said. That's the White House trying its damnedest to interfere in a case on the Supreme Court.
Trying to take just etching away a little bit more at the Constitution.
This is literally going to be, hey, if we have any idea, any thought process that we want to come search your house and take all your guns away, we can. That's what this is saying. That's what they're using this as. That's what they're going to push this for.
I'm looking at it's a law office website.
Yeah.
The Fourth Amendment community caretaker exemption.
Mincy versus Arizona.
Yep, Mincy versus Arizona. This was back in 78. The exception to the warrant requirements include, among others, the plain view doctrine, searches incident to arrest, and exigent circumstances, and consent.
Okay, so consent they did not have. There was no exigent circumstance. There was no search incident to arrest. They did not have anything in plain view, nor did they have documentation.
Nope. Another exception discussed here is the community caretaker exception. Articulated by the United States Supreme Court in Caddy versus Dombrowski, the community caretaker function is an exception to the warrant requirement that covers warrantless seizure of evidence while officers are performing, quote, community caretaker functions. Commonwealth versus Waters in, Virginia, something in 1995. Yeah. This includes caretaking activities performed by officers that, quote, are totally divorced from the detection, investigation, and acquisition of evidence relating to the violation of a criminal statute, end quote. Barrett versus Commonwealth in Virginia in 94. It was a common sense exception that allows law enforcement to render aid. Yet to balance the risk abuse, the courts tightly prescribe its use when it crosses over into crime detections.
Okay, so this has no crime detection.
There is none.
There's nothing there.
I don't. Law enforcement is permitted, for example, to provide aid to citizens who are ill or in distress. The community caretaker doctrine cannot, however, be used as a pretext for investigating criminal activity. The court in the Barrett case required that the officer have, quote, a reasonable and articulable suspicion based upon the observed facts or credible report that a citizen is in distress or in need of assistance, end quote, before effectuating, quote, a brief and limited seizure of the purpose or for the purpose of investigation and suspicion of rendering aid, end quote. There's nothing here.
Well, and so here's the thing. This is one of the times where I'm okay with the ACLU.
Yeah, sometimes they have their moments.
This is
not a lot.
This
but
is
sometimes
a
they do.
joint. Well, this is a joint brief filed by the ACLU, the Cato Institute, and American Conservative Union.
Yeah.
Okay. All of them are coming together, and they're saying that this is completely wrong.
Yep.
Extending the community caretaking exemption to warrantless searches of a home would allow police officers to bypass the Fourth Amendment restrictions in a startling array of circumstances. By the way, if you remember, one of the biggest reasons why they love to use warrantless search and seizure of property is so that the police, not the police themselves, but they can then sell off that property
To line their own pockets.
and keep their own stuff. Quote, there are not theoretical concerns in both state and federal courts. Everything from loud music to leaky pipes have been used to justify warrantless invasions of homes. Allowing ill-defined notions of community caretaking to override the Fourth Amendment is unwise, unmanageable, and unnecessary, and it opens up the doors to abuse of police conduct.
Can you actually sit there though and say that it's? I can't even go into it. It's just irritating to me.
It's a lot.
It's just so stupid. Saving history over on Twitter real fast. In North Carolina, it's called Strying Thury.
Strying Thury.
That's about right. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Go to mojo50.com. Tell them thanks. Listen to all the other great shows and hosts over there. Go to mojo50.com. APR Coffee, AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Historically great coffee.
Oh,
Those are the guys who are keeping us going, keeping the lights on. AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
take a swallow every time you put it in your mouth.
Every time. AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Go to our website, DOAEshow.com.
Yes! Become a defender with us.
Please do that. Check out the archives and the
All
shop
the rest
and all
of it.
that good stuff over
Yep.
there. Follow us on all the social medias at DOAE Show. Use hashtag arm yourselves. Like, share, follow, subscribe, tweet,
Yada, yada,
share,
yada, yada.
you know,
Those things.
all that good stuff. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.